Hi, boys and girls. I hope that you guys are having a great day. We're going to be talking some more about author's purpose. By now, you should remember that author's purpose is easy as pie. Okay, authors usually write to persuade us to do something, to inform us about a topic, or to entertain us. Okay, they're trying to keep our attention. So, what we're going to do today is we are going to read another passage about penguins, okay, and a fierce blizzard. We're going to go through and we're going to annotate this passage together, just like we did yesterday, and just like you did independently. And then we're going to talk about your independent work today. So remember, when we read first, we read for the gist, okay? What is this passage about? And then we're going to work smarter, not harder, and we'll take a look at our question, okay? So our question is, what was the author's purpose for writing the above passage? So we're working smarter, not harder. We know that we're trying to pay attention for what the author's purpose was. Was it to persuade us, to inform us, or to entertain us? Okay, let's see. There is a fierce blizzard raging all around the Antarctic plain, yet the male emperor penguins remain in place, huddled together. The icy temperature seemed to have frozen in place at 76 degrees below zero, but the mass of penguins does not seek shelter from the harsh weather conditions. Their only concern at the moment is the safety and temperature of the fragile eggs balanced on their feet. The biting 124-mile-per-hour winds pummel them day and night, minute by minute, but still they stand. They haven't eaten a thing for nearly 2 months, but still they stand. Darkness almost constantly surrounds them, but still they stand, enduring some of the harshest weather conditions on Earth, all for the life of their chicks growing inside eggs. So I want you to be thinking about what the author's purpose was. Is it to persuade us, to inform us, or to entertain us? Okay, so let's go through now and let's annotate this passage. So there is a fierce blizzard. We'll change colors today. We'll use purple. A fierce blizzard. Okay. Fierce means like tough, okay? There's a crazy blizzard. That means there is a lot of snow going on, raging all around the Antarctic plain. Yet the male emperor penguins remain in place, huddled together, okay? So I'm going to make a connection to this because I know that we read about this yesterday, okay? And we made that connection to the movie Happy Feet and kind of seeing them all together. The icy temperatures seem to have frozen in place at 76 degrees below zero. Whoo, I am going to highlight that. Let's change our highlighter color too. I'm going to highlight that because that is cold. 76 degrees below zero. That is freezing. But the mass of penguins does not seek shelter from the harsh weather conditions. Their only concern at the moment is the safety and temperature of the fragile eggs balanced on their feet. So I'm going to highlight that too because to me that's important. Their only concern at the moment, the only thing that they're worried about is keeping that egg safe. The biting 100, I'm going to underline this, the biting 124-mile-per-hour winds pummel them day and night. You might say, Miss Cringer, I'm not sure what pummel is. That's an unfamiliar word. If something's pummeling, so it means it's coming through. If you think about it, the winds are blowing so fast, they're pummeling them day and night. So they're coming over them. They're pretty much hitting them and almost knocking them down. That's why they kind of have to stay huddled up. Not only do they stay warm, but it helps them to stay standing up minute by minute, but still they stand. They haven't eaten a thing for nearly 2 months. Okay, but still they stand. So I'm going to underline this too because I know, do you remember how many days that the female's gone? She's gone usually about 65 days. Okay, and I learned that in the previous passage that we read yesterday. So for about 2 months, which is what we compared it to, darkness almost constantly surrounds them, but still they stand, enduring some of the harshest weather conditions on Earth, all for the life of their chicks growing inside the egg. So what is the author's purpose for writing this passage? Was it to describe the harsh conditions that male emperor penguins would stand to take care of their eggs? Okay, possibly because it's telling us, we underlined and highlighted about how cold it was, how the winds pummel them, the 124-mile-per-hour winds. So that's possible, okay? B, to inform readers of winter weather conditions in Antarctica. Is this passage really focused on the winter weather conditions, or is it focused more on the male emperor penguin? It's focused more on the male emperor penguin, so we're going to go ahead and cross this one out. All right, C, to persuade the readers to take action that will help the male emperor penguin survive the winter weather in Antarctica. Is the author persuading you or telling you to do something to be able to help the emperor penguins? No, the author's not. So we're going to cross this one out too. Cross this one out. Or D, to inform the readers of how fragile the penguin's egg is. I mean, we do know that it's fragile, but is this entire passage about how easily the egg could break, or what happens maybe if it cracks? Is it about that? No, not really. So we're going to go ahead and cross this one out. So that leaves us with A. Let's see if A is right. To describe the harsh conditions that male emperor penguins withstand to care for their eggs. Yes, that's true. Okay, so we're describing, or in this case, we're kind of informing, the author's telling us about these harsh, horrible, cold conditions that the male emperor penguins do go through in order to protect their eggs. Okay, so that is the author's purpose for writing this passage about a fierce blizzard. What you guys are going to do now is you are going to get to take a quizzes, okay, about the main idea. So what you'll do is you'll have plenty of time on the quizzes, I promise, for the questions to be up. You're going to read through each little blurb, and then you're going to tell us what the main idea of this passage is about. So what is this passage about? We saw when we were reading through right here that the main idea of this passage is those harsh conditions that male emperor penguins have to go through to be able to take care of their eggs. So what you're going to do is you're going to read through these questions, and you are going to tell us what the main idea is for each one. So there are let's see here. There are 13 questions, okay? So you are just going to select which one is the main idea after you get through reading. And like I said, you're going to have plenty of time to be able to read through and answer those. So that is what you are going to be doing today. I hope that you guys have a great rest of the day, and we will continue talking more about author's purpose tomorrow.